Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
The race is on to stop Marine Le Pen's hard-right National Rally, RN, taking up the reins of government after it trounced its rivals in the first round of voting in the French parliamentary elections. The hard left has urged supporters of Emmanuel Macron's centrist alliance to back them, while the French president has called on the public to vote for anyone except RN in a so-called Republican front to block the far right. Mr. Macron called a crisis meeting at the Élysée Palace in Paris following the RN first-round victory, which saw the party secure 33% of the popular vote compared to just 22% for his Together, Ensemble, coalition. He was also humiliated by a 28.5% vote for the New Popular Front, NPF, an alliance of leftist parties who put up a unity candidate in every constituency, in the hope of blocking the RN. Macron's Prime Minister Gabriel Attal, who is likely to be forced to resign after the second round, warned that the right was now at the gates of power and implored voters to block the RN in the second round set for Sunday, July 7th. His comments were echoed by Clémentine Autain of the hard-left party Unbowed, who argued that the neither-nor approach of centrists who are opposed to voting both for the National Rally, RN, and her LFI party has only one winner, the far right. But Mr. Macron told his ministers today, there must be no mistake about the fight. It is the far right which is on the verge of accessing the highest offices of state, and no one else. Macron set out on a fresh week of intense campaigning hours after his party was humiliated in the first round of parliamentary elections by RN on Sunday night. Le Pen late last night gleefully declared that Macron's party had been wiped out as she celebrated the victory, with the RN now targeting an absolute majority in the second round of elections this coming Sunday. Such a victory would mark the first time a hard-right force has taken power in France since World War II amid the occupation by Nazi Germany, a fact not lost on left-wing politicians. Raphael Glucksmann, a key figure in the left-wing alliance, said solemnly this morning, "We have 7 days to spare France from catastrophe." Rioting engulfed the streets of Paris as thousands of enraged left-leaning voters set light to rubbish, smashed up shop windows and launched fireworks. Hordes of riot cops were dispatched across the city, particularly in the French capital's Place de la République, where the police clashed with flare-toting rioters into the early hours of the morning. If the RN achieves a majority of seats in the National Assembly in the second round next Sunday, then Mr. Macron will be forced to appoint Jordan Bardella of the RN as Prime Minister. Mr. Bardella, 28, said in an open letter addressed to the French people on Monday that there were two choices. The first is the agents of chaos, disguised as a new popular front, he said. He continued, the other choice available to you is that of the architects of the surge. These are the patriotic candidates of the National Union that I have the honor of leading. All candidates who got over 12.5% of the vote and less than 50% on Sunday in each of the 577 constituencies will now move on to the second round. This will decide whether the RN has the 289 seats necessary in Parliament for an absolute majority. Projections based on vote share put them on between 260 and 310 seats, with the NPF on between 115 and 145 seats, and together on between 90 and 120. A new RN government would be a so-called cohabitation one, so sharing power with President Macron. He is still free to remain as France's head of state until 2027, when he has to step down after completing a maximum 2 terms in office. In turn, Mr. Bardella has already pledged to focus on an anti-immigrant agenda, cancelling the automatic right of anybody born in France to foreign parents to French citizenship. He has also said he will crack down on dual nationals holding high-security jobs in France, such as running nuclear power stations. Macron had stunned the nation and baffled some allies earlier this month when he called snap polls after the RN trounced his centrist forces in European Parliament elections this month. Some analysts speculated that the unexpected move could catch the RN off guard and help Macron's centrist party to appeal to citizens as establishing